I'm here with Judith Bowman from Protocol Consultants International. Thanks so much for coming by.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Marilee. It's a pleasure.
Well, tell me about your company.
Thank you. So Protocol Consultants International is my company, and which I founded 25 years ago. We take everyday business situations and show professionals at all levels how to leverage those as standalone opportunities to show respect while at the same time earn respect, show they know the difference, and make a difference at home, at work, and hopefully perhaps even for mankind abroad.
What a lovely idea for a business.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
How did you get into this business?
So thank you. I actually although I have a background in sales and marketing, I was brought up in a very formal environment, family of 5, and although my father came from very humble roots, he became a very successful commercial and industrial real estate broker and developer. So he was out and among with judges and lawyers and bankers, come back and sort of teach us, and shaking hands and making eye contact, and gentlemen stand, serrated edge goes in. And so this was just really ingrained in all of us. So that when I graduated from Boston College, I went out and found myself in the world of sales, of intangibles, and across the table from many CEO-type people. And I saw what I refer to as the banjo grip. With
the banjo grip.
With
Tell
the fork
me more.
and knife, the fork and knife. You know, I was like, oh my, this is the president of ABC company, and they have forgotten, or maybe they don't know, we're never taught how to hold a fork and knife. So I thought to myself silently at the time, there's a need to teach, remind, reinforce, because none of us are ever born knowing anything. And so I had the opportunity to start my business once I had my son, and I started the Etiquette School of Boston, teaching the basics of etiquette and dining to children, teens, and young adults. Oh. And unbeknownst to me, because one-on-one I could speak with anyone, with a group I was petrified. So I thought I'll work with the children, make all my mistakes, and
they won't know.
Exactly, right? So I was, unbeknownst to me, in one of my young adult classes was a reporter, a local reporter in Boston, who ended up writing a story which landed on the front page of one of our local papers, headlined something to the effect, "Local woman makes business teaching manners to children." A couple of really exciting things happened, Marilee. 1, the paper sold out. 2, I ended up with a trial 1 Q&A, which ended up in a 10-year run every week for the Pulitzer Prize winning Eagle Tribune Publishing Company, Q&A. And the third was I received 3 calls from 3 individual Fortune 500 CEOs themselves.
Come on.
Basically saying, can you do for our seasoned executives that which you do for the children? So I wasn't ready to go corporate, but you know, someone says, Marilee, can you do? You don't say, you say, sure.
I'll figure it out.
And figure it out, exactly. So I said, sure. And my very first corporate class was on national television, CBS, NBC, one of the major networks, sent in a film crew from New York. We filmed at Wentworth College, and I was told to get together 50 of my closest friends and family. I was pulling people off the streets.
50 close friends and family, that's a pretty big number.
Exactly, exactly, for a mock class.
Daunting,
so,
yeah.
Needless to say, I was very relieved when that was behind me, and I went corporate after that.
What a fabulous story.
So thank you.
Well, and not only are you a speaker and a teacher, but you are an author of 2 books. Now, I know it looks like we have more than 2 books on Plymouth Rock, and that is because one of the books has been translated into 16 languages, have you said?
Yes, thank you, and you're holding up my very favorite. This is the Chinese simplex variation. I love the top hat and cane. But I'm very fortunate that the book has been very well received. It is sold in 16 countries and translated into 14 languages. That was my Don't Take the Last Donut book. My second is How to Stand Apart at Work.
And that's what I have here.
Yes. And
thank you for this.
You're most welcome. So transforming fine to fabulous, which is actually, and I'm working on my 3rd book entitled World-Class Civility, which has to do with my foundation, the National Civility Foundation.
Now, we're going to have to bring you back. When that third book comes out, please notify me.
Thank
because
you.
we would love to
With
have
great
you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I remember seeing an announcement about the Day of Civility, which you sponsor.
Yes, in fact, if you have, so Day of Civility, so this was a dream of mine.
I've never actually held a proclamation before. Hear ye, hear ye.
Exactly, exactly. So this is official. Governor Baker has embraced this. We are launching our 3rd annual Massachusetts Day of Civility the Saturday before Thanksgiving. It was announced last year by Congressman Keating during opening ceremonies of the Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is the first initiative of the National
Fabulous.
Civility Foundation. So thank you. And our second initiative has to do with the training, education, and certification initiative for actually teachers who serve as role models and mentors to our students, next generation leaders. So I'm very excited about my foundation and the direction.
This sounds like something that just doesn't happen like this. I have a feeling that this was marinating for a few years.
Thank you. This has been a long time dream of mine. I'm so thrilled that it's being embraced. I do believe there's a reason for everything, and the state of the world, the state of the country, the state of the state, civility is something, it's timely, it's so much needed, and we're very excited to be at the right time in the right place.
Oh, that's quite extraordinary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you're clearly an expert in the topic. Tell us about your background in education.
So, you know, that's an interesting, thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm an English major from Boston College. I attended Harvard, where I say I took the best course of my life in effective business communications, oral and written. But basically, my entire company, my raison d'etre in this is just really because there's a need. There's a need to demonstrate respect and show, especially in the foundation, everyday random acts of kindness, because in so doing we make other people feel very good about themselves, and it makes us feel pretty good too, right? Just by extending ourselves a little bit. So in my company, in my business, we bring it to a corporate level, and we'll leverage an everyday random business situation such as a business card exchange or an introduction or the art of small talk and conversation skills, things that help break the ice and place other people at ease to advance critical interpersonal relationships. So the key is trust in the world has been severely compromised, yes? And so our challenge, of course, individually and collectively, is to restore that trust, because without it, there's no relationship. And despite all of our amazing high technological advances to connect us, the fact is we've never been more disconnected. And so this is all about, again, taking an everyday business situation to speak to very specific nuances, to show people, really spoon feed. This is exactly what you say, what you do, and how to conduct yourself in every business situation. And these are so subtle, so gentle, others may not even realize what you're doing. They'll just know that you made them feel pretty good and pretty well respected. So there's a little magic in it too.
A little magic, little pixie dust.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your work making Plymouth and making the world a more civil place.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored to be your guest. Thank you, Marilee. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Judith Bowman of Protocol Consultants International, for appearing on The Plymouth Show. Find information on what guests and episodes are airing when at our website, theplymouthshow.com.